Hello, if you're coming to Korea and if you're coming to Goyang for J-Hope's concert on June 13th and 14th and BTS FESTA, you might be wondering where to eat around Goyang Sports Complex, where J-Hope's concert is happening, and Kintex Exhibition Center, where BTS FESTA is happening. So I have come up with a list of food spots that you can visit. Disclaimer, I haven't been to these places. I'm a sole resident. And in fact, when I went to HYBE concert and 17 concert last year at Goyang Sports Complex, I ate home before I went there. But I'm pretty good at finding good food spots, local foodie spots recommended by residents themselves. And I know how to differentiate paid reviews from genuine reviews. So I have come up with about 11 restaurants that you can check out if you're ever coming to Goyang for concerts. And the latter half of them are the ones with menus recommended by J-Hope and Jin in the video they uploaded today on Bangtan TV, 오늘의 아미. Okay, for example, J-Hope recommended 닭칼국수, Korean chicken noodle soup, and Jin recommended like bibimbap and 회덮밥. So here we go. Let me go through one by one. I will show you the map and I will show you like a blogger review for each of them. So let's start here. Bethany 맷돌 칼국수. This is a chilled buckwheat noodle place. Okay, so here's a sports complex. Bethany 맷돌 막국수 is right here. 막국수 actually, not 칼국수. All right, and here's a blog review. So, after an emotionally overwhelming night at Coldplay's final concert, the blogger and their friends accidentally followed a crowd of locals and ended up crashing in Daehwa station, Daehwa, due to the subway stopping. The next morning, craving something light and delicious, they headed to this place, Bethany 맷돌 막국수, which is a long bookmarked spot known for its clean, homemade buckwheat noodles. They ordered 순메밀 들기름 막국수, pure buckwheat perilla oil noodles, water buckwheat noodles, spicy buckwheat noodles, buckwheat pancake, and makgeolli, rice wine. And the noodles are 100% buckwheat and ground in-house. There's an actual, mill visible from the dining area. The perilla oil noodles were the standout, nutty, aromatic, and subtle in the best way. The water noodles had a mild Pyongyang-style broth, elevated with vinegar, mustard, and pickled radish. The spicy version was crunchy, well-balanced, and not overwhelmingly hot, which is perfect even for breakfast, they said. The buckwheat pancake surprised them with its warmth and flavor, recommended to eat right away while hot. Makgeolli, rice wine, was a favorite among the group, they said. They were self-declared makgeolli fans. The restaurant is pretty small but clean with separate restrooms by gender. There's often a wait, especially on weekends at this restaurant, so arriving early is advised. And in fact, when I looked it up, this one is especially popular. So if I ever go to Goyang, I would love to visit this place. And like naengmyeon, for example, I have another place that has naengmyeon in this video, but is one of the menus that Jin said has been consuming a lot lately. Where is it? 김치찌개, 물회, 냉면. So here's the cold noodle. So that place also has naengmyeon. So you might want to check out there. Final thoughts for this guy. Everything was delicious, but if you're getting one thing, go for the perilla oil makguksu, which is this one, signature menu. It's not overpowering, but deeply satisfying, they said. If you're staying overnight near Goyang Sports Complex after a concert, this is the place to go the next morning to reset your body and soul. I would go before concert too, that might be pretty light, not too heavy, although it depends on how much you eat, right? So there we go. Thank you to this blogger. Next is Life Curry and Coffee. 라이프카레앤커피. This is a cozy Japanese style curry spot. Someone said their beef curry is especially recommended. Is a bit, where is it? Kare, oh, right here. So again, Sports Complex, Goyang Sports Complex, Kintex Exhibition Center is right here. 라이프카레앤커피. Okay. They have like chicken curry, shrimp cream curry, half and half. They also sell coffee. And here's a blogger review that I found. Okay. Curry spot near Kintex and Taehwa Station. Located in Taehwadong, Life Curry and Coffee is a spacious and pet-friendly curry cafe near Kintex. It's easy to access and great for both casual meals and group gatherings. The service was friendly and the vibe was relaxed. This reviewer tried beef curry, which was mild, flavorful curry with tender butter grilled beef served with yogurt and pickled radish. Interesting. And curry udon comes with rice on the side, so you can enjoy both noodles and rice in one meal. Generous with the meat and not too spicy. And half-boiled egg, a personal favorite of the reviewer, though you can request it fully cooked. And fruit toast, which is served as dessert, perfectly portioned and visually cute, they said. Oh, this one. So those looking for a clean, calm, well-executed Japanese-style curry spot around Taehwa or Kintex might visit there. Okay, these are the menu. I feel like this is like a restaurant combined with dessert cafe. Okay, not that pricey. Beef curry, for example, is 11,000 won. Curry udon is like 10,000 won. All right. Oh, by the way, speaking of price, price could be important for lots of people. This was the price for buckwheat noodle place. Okay, like 13,000 won. Not bad. All right, so that was a food spot number 2. This is not in particular order, just for your reference. All right, number 3. Jeongdon Domasuyuk Sundaeguk. All right. Sundaeguk. Right here. Okay. Near the Taehwa station. Yeah, they have a lot of sundaeguk. Sundae soup. It's pretty decent. And they also have bossam-style pork slices that you can get with the set menu. So here's a blogger review. All right. So they described this blogger described this place as a hearty pork soup and sliced boiled pork place near Kintex. This place is known for its standout 도마수육 sets, where the owner personally slices freshly boiled pork, head cut right on a chopping board in front of diners. Wow, okay, this could be visually striking for foreigners. I've never seen something like that, creating a memorable presentation. The sliced pork includes various parts with different textures, all served clean and smell-free, odor-free. Even those unusually hesitant about pork head meat found it enjoyable, they said. The accompanying sundaeguk, which is blood sausage soup, is rich and flavorful, generously filled with quality sundae and tender meat. The house-made kimchi and radish kimchi also complement the dish well. Though the initial rice portion felt small, the owner kindly offered free refills. All right, that's good. Explaining that smaller portions are served by default for light eaters. with warm service, high quality ingredients, and great value. The reviewer calls it a perfect sundae soup, sundaeguk restaurant. But just be mindful that parking is limited, they said. But if you're a foreigner, that might not be an issue. Okay, and there may be a wait during peak hours. Let's see. Sundaeguk. Sundae soup is 9,000 won. That's not bad. Set menu is 11,000 won. All right, that's not bad either. Cool. Man, doing this video makes me hungry. All right, so that was a food spot number 3. Let's move over to Yorida Kimyori. Yorida Kimyori. Oh, they have like a kimbap. Keto-friendly kimbap. And like salmon rolls. It's pretty clean and light. Said. All right, where is it? It's here. Yorida Kimyori. Oh, right here. All right. So it looks like this. Kimyori. And here's a blogger review. Okay. Fresh, healthy kimbap near Daehwa Station. Located just 1 minute from, actually 5 minutes from Daehwa Station, Yorida Kimyori is a premium kimbap shop offering fresh, colorful, and generously portioned rolls and stuffed tofu sushi. Inari. The shop is clean, highly rated for hygiene, and has a cozy dine-in area with 2-person tables. Also great for solo dining or takeout. Menu highlights: salmon inari sushi with turmeric rice and crispy bits on top. It's very fresh and filling, they said. And fresh salmon kimbap, which is the shop's signature roll, packed with vibrant vegetables and served with the tangy house-made mustard sauce that pairs perfectly, they said. Salads are made in limited quantities each morning, which is great for those on a diet. And add-ons like jalapenos are also available. The portions are larger than average, they said, and the flavors are clean and satisfying with no greasy aftertaste, which is perfect for a quick lunch or a light but hearty meal. The reviewer loved it enough to say they'll be back often. Okay, recommended for kimbap lovers, clean eaters, or anyone craving fresh, balanced Korean rolls with a creative twist, they said. Okay. Yeah. Looks pretty decent. Okay. So that was Yorida Kimyori, located between Juyop Station and Daehwa Station. It's near to Kintex Exhibition Hall Center. Far away from other restaurants, though. Okay. What is this place that I also stored? Actually, I'll take a look later. All right, next up, Mibundang. This is a pho place. Great for solo diners. Quiet atmosphere. People usually eat in silence and peace here. Okay. So here's Mibundang. Reliable Vietnamese pho spot in Ilsan, they said. Located near Daehwa Station, Mibundang is a popular Vietnamese pho restaurant that's especially comforting on a cold day. While the reviewer ordered takeout before, this was their first time dining in, and it didn't disappoint. You can order and pay at the kiosk at the entrance. Entry is only allowed after 5 p.m. during break time. Okay, so 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. is a break time, but they start at 11 a.m. So you can visit there either before 3 p.m. or after 5 p.m. The open kitchen lets you watch the cooking process. Clean and fun to observe. Each table has a guide on how to best enjoy your pho. A 4-to-1 mix of hot sauce and hoisin sauce was the reviewer's favorite. They ordered brisket pho and brisket plus flank plus tender pho. Same base broth, different toppings. The broth was rich and flavorful. Now, free noodle and bean sprout refills are available at this place, but you have to request them. So don't miss out. I've been to this place once, not in Goyang, but in another area, and I quite enjoyed it. Side dishes, they also order sweet potato spring rolls, crispy outside, soft inside. That was the reviewer's favorite. Potato wrapped shrimp, also crispy and flavorful, preferred by her husband. Now, the takeout is convenient, but the reviewer strongly recommended dining in for the full experience. Okay, so the verdict is a satisfying pho spot in Daehwadong with great broth, fresh toppings, and delicious side dishes. Definitely worth visiting in person. Okay, so that was Mibundang, right near the Daehwa station. Okay, moving on to Miso Tteokbokki, also near the station, quite nearby. Tteokbokki is a very well-known soul food for Koreans. Miso tteokbokki. Affordable and addictive tteokbokki, a nice local comfort food mix. This reviewer called it classic Korean street food near Daehwa Station. After struggling to find the perfect tteokbokki in Goyang, the reviewer visited Miso Tteokbokki, which is a small local spot near exit number 2 of Daehwa Station, known for its chewy rice cake tteokbokki and simple side menu. Here's what they tried. Rice cake tteokbokki, classic spicy sweet flavor, but the reviewer wished they were thicker and more reduced and gooey. Fish cake skewers, fresh and springy with decent broth, and sundae, which is food that we talked about like 3 restaurants ago. Blood sausage. Just average, they said, especially for someone who's had better from local markets. Assorted fries, crispy and well fried, included seaweed rolls, squid, dumplings, shrimp, and sweet potato. And mini gimbap, nicely seasoned and pairs well with the tteokbokki sauce. They said the space is cozy with just a few tables, and most customers seem to order takeout. Service was slower than expected due to high takeout volume. The verdict is tasty and convenient, but they said not memorable enough to return for. The reviewer is still on the hunt for their go-to tteokbokki spot in Goyang. Open to recommendations. But other people enjoyed it, so if you're curious, check it out. All right, and here on, we're going to talk about restaurants with menus recommended by Jin and J-Hope. Jin, all BTS members are foodies, right? But Jin was thinking really hard which particular menu to recommend to armies for June 13th. And even though he ended up with 덮밥 made with fresh hue, he also said that he's been eating a lot of kimchi-jjigae, 물회, and naengmyeon, cold noodle. In fact, I just saw that he loves 물회. I searched on YouTube, and there are a lot of clips of where he is either eating 물회 or recommending 물회 or talking about 물회. He, in fact, recommended 물회 to Tom Cruise. That was hilarious. And Tom Cruise proved that he accepted his recommendation and even filmed himself eating it and thanked him for tips, right? So here's a 물회 place and 덮밥 place. It's called Daiberhaus. I think it's located right here. I'm gonna recommend two places with such menu. Daiberhaus is right here, about 500 meters from exit number 1 of Daehwa Station. It's a sushi sashimi place. Fresh seafood. Fresh wild-caught seafood and well-prepared 물회, which is cold raw fish soup that Jin loves, which makes it a solid choice for a refreshing summer meal. Now, one quick thing. If it were July or August when it's getting too hot, I would stay away from eating seafood because that could cause food poisoning. But I think June is not bad, so this might be a place that I would visit if I were to visit Goyang. All right, so let's look at this reviewer blog. Okay. So this reviewer said, after a failed attempt to enjoy 물회 during a rainy trip to Gangwon-do, they found redemption at 다이버하우스, this place, which is a hidden gem in Daehwa-dong, known for its wild-caught seafood and refreshing summer dishes. Here's a menu. 물회, the one that Jin loves, costs around 12,000 won or 15,000 won. 회덮밥, which is the menu that he recommended for this season, right? Where is it? Right here. 활허회 덮밥 and 야채 비빔밥. 덮밥 is also around like 15,000 won. Actually, if you order a small serving, 8,000 won. Larger portion is around 12,000 won. All right, back to the reviewer's review. The restaurant serves up a generous assorted 물회 packed with fresh raw fish, abalone, octopus, sea cucumber, and more, all in an icy, sweet, and sour broth. The owner of the place is a skilled diver and chef. Oh wow, that's pretty unique. And they run the place solo, slicing seafood fresh to order. Side dishes are simple but well executed, and the overall presentation is impressive. Noodles, 소면, are provided to mix in halfway through the meal for a second round. The dish was not only delicious but felt like a proper restorative meal, great for hot weather or post-travel fatigue. So this is the 소면 noodles. Atmosphere, casual and local, with a steady flow of regulars even early in the day. It feels more like a neighborhood favorite than a commercial franchise. Takeout is also available. The verdict: if you're in Goyang and craving cold raw fish soup done right, Diver House is a must visit. Just be sure to book in advance. Okay, because it's pretty popular. And also, like I said, they also have 회덮밥, which is a dish with rice covered with fresh seafood. So make sure you check it out. And in fact, if I remember correctly, Jin and his friends had 물회 during the Netflix series, Kian's. What was the title? Anyway, the Netflix series that featured Jin recently. Okay, so that was 다이버하우스. Also, there's a similar restaurant right nearby called Namdo Hoechon. So here's a 다이버하우스 and here's a Namdo Hoechon. And they have affordable sashimi rice bowls, 회덮밥, and 물회 with generous portions and a friendly atmosphere, making it a solid choice for a refreshing lunch. Located in Ilsan near Daehwa Station, this place is a budget-friendly spot for 회덮밥, sashimi rice bowl that Jin recommended. How much is it? Okay, 10,000 won, not bad. And also 물회, cold raw fish soup, which is, that's more on the expensive side. 20,000 won at this place. Known for its generous portions and friendly service. What the reviewer liked, the 회덮밥 came loaded with fresh fish and veggies. Great value for the price. The 물회 looked different from what they expected, but after mixing in the 소면, thin noodles, the broth came together nicely, refreshing, tangy, and packed with seafood. Rice was also served on the side in case the 회덮밥 portion wasn't filling enough. Nice touch from the owner. The owner was kind and responsive, happily providing extra broth when asked. The space is clean, partitioned, making it suitable for solo diners, groups, or even company meals. While it's not fancy, it hits the spot, especially in warm weather. The verdict: if you're craving a cool, satisfying lunch around Daehwa Station, this casual local spot delivers great value and freshness in every bite. Cool. Man, it makes me hungry. All right, moving on to Bibimbap Place, which was another menu recommended by Jin. This is a franchise called Bonjuk Bibimbap Café. It has a variety of hearty, well-seasoned bibimbap and porridge dishes made with fresh ingredients. Let's also take a look. Also near the Daewha Station, Bonjuk Bibimbap Cafe offers healthy, filling Korean meals in a clean two-story setting, and they have a lot of menus, a lot of bibimbap, different kinds of bibimbap. Even though Jin recommended yache bibimbap, veggie bibimbap, I think the reason why he suggested that is because for those people unable to eat fish or meat, but they have all kinds of bibimbap available and porridge. While the reviewer had often visited for porridge, this time they came to try the bibimbap, which recently joined the menu. They ordered tuna kimchi bibimbap and 본나물 bibimbap, seasoned herb bibimbap, this one, and tuna kimchi bibimbap. Pretty affordable, like 7,000 won or 8,000 won. Both bibimbap dishes came with a generous amount of vegetables and seasoned greens. The ingredients were fresh, well balanced, and not overly salty, living up to the healthy image associated with this franchise. The flavors were satisfying, even with the minimal gochujang red chill paste, especially the tuna kimchi version, which had well-seasoned stir-fried tuna. Great for a light yet filling meal, and also a solid takeout option, especially if visiting someone at the nearby hospital, they said. One of the tastiest bibimbap meals the reviewer has had in a while. Highly recommended for those seeking a clean, balanced Korean lunch or dinner near Daewha Station. All right. So, and if you're a vegetarian or a vegan, I think this is the place that you can visit. All right, I think we have two more. So thank you to this reviewer. Samjiyeon Pyongyang Naengmyeon So Jin loves naengmyeon, cold noodle. And even though we talked about a place with cold noodle, like the very first one, 맷돌 something, Bethany 맷돌 막국수, this one also has naengmyeon, cold noodle. 삼지연 평양냉면 전문점, right here, near the 다이버하우스, the 물회 place, the sashimi place. Oh, they also have kalguksu, the noodle soup. All right. So this one is an authentic Pyongyang cold noodle spot with 90% buckwheat noodles, subtle broth, and great value. Traditional Pyongyang naengmyeon. It's a restaurant known for its commitment to authentic Pyongyang-style cold noodles. Their naengmyeon is made with 90% buckwheat noodles, offering a light and clean flavor, and the broth is subtle and mild, staying true to North Korean tradition. The broth is clear, lightly seasoned, and deeply flavorful. The menu includes various naengmyeon options at reasonable prices, along with side dishes like boiled pork. The restaurant space is wide and comfortable, suitable for small groups or casual diners. So this is recommended for anyone looking for a traditional Pyongyang naengmyeon experience. So Pyongyang is a capital in North Korea, and Pyongyang naengmyeon is known for being a controversial dish. It's like we talk about it in a joking manner. Like there are some controversial food, like mint chocolate, whether you like it or not. This Korean says that it's controversial. Or having Hawaiian pizza, like having pineapples on pizza. That's also controversial, quote unquote controversial. Pyongyang naengmyeon is one of those dishes because the flavor is super mild, right? Some other cold noodle places serve noodles that are like spicy or sweet or sour, but like the one on the left, the spicy version, is flavorful, but the one on the right that you see is very mild. But many diners, appreciate mild, clean flavors, and they go for Pyongyang naengmyeon. Yeah, so those who enjoy pairing cold noodles with a variety of side dishes could appreciate the place. The final verdict, flavorful yet understated. If you enjoy authentic, clean-tasting naengmyeon, this is a place worth revisiting. They also have like pancakes, Korean pancakes, and like pork slices and dumplings too. Oh, yeah, it looks good. All right. Last but not least, actually, one more thing. Okay. Last but not least, chicken noodle soup recommended by none other than J-Hope. I love how he added 탄산수, soda, chicken noodle soup with the soda on the side. Instant pick, chicken kalguksu, aka chicken noodle soup, Korean version. This one is located near the Juyop station. Where is it? Oh, yeah, it's right here. This one. Next to the Yorida Kimyori. Yeah. I had a hard time finding a restaurant with 닭칼국수, chicken noodle soup, near this area. But this one is a hearty chicken-based soups like 닭칼국수 and 닭만둣국 in a cozy, reliable setting. Perfect for a comforting lunch or energy boost, it said. They also have dumplings. It's a go-to local spot for comforting chicken-based dishes. The reviewer visited a little after 1 p.m. and found the place quiet and comfortable. They ordered chicken kalguksu with dumplings. It was their personal favorite over the regular chicken soup or kalguksu. The dish comes in a traditional style bowl, and you can season it to taste with salt, chili paste, or pepper. Side dishes are served, and service is quick and efficient. Highlights: clean environment with ingredients sourcing information posted at the table, generous portions, and consistently good flavor. A reliable spot for a hearty lunch, especially on days when you need something warm and energizing. The reviewer is a regular and recommends calling ahead on weekends due to potential crowds. Also, you can order like a single serving 닭칼국수, this one right here, chicken noodle soup, 9,000 won, or you can also have like a major serving for 2 persons or more. It's called dakhanmari. So dakhanmari is literally translated as one chicken, and has all kinds of stuff. But you can later add kalguksu noodle as like a side dish. Okay, but the portion is larger. All right, so there you go. So I just went through 11 food spots that you can go to in Goyang, near the Goyang Sports Complex, or Kintex Exhibition Center. Once again, disclaimer, I haven't been to these places, but I would love to visit these restaurants if I ever go back to Goyang. Now, if you end up visiting any of these spots, feel free to leave a comment and let me know how it was. Your thoughts would really help for future recommendations. Okay? Now, before I wrap up, some quick tips for traveling in Korea. Just a few helpful things to keep in mind. I might make a separate video for this. I just want to, tell you these things so that you can have the best experience in Korea possible. So use Naver Map instead of Google Maps in Korea. It's much more accurate for finding places and transit info. Hey there, it's Naver Maps team. Multilingual support in Naver Maps, which many people are already using. Did you know that Naver Maps supports not just English but also Chinese and Japanese? From the very start of the development, the goal of Naver Maps has been to ensure everyone has equal access to map information. That's why Naver Maps supports multiple languages, said Naver Map blog, official blog, in September of 2024. Use public transit like a traveler's foot in your preferred language. Okay, so this is pretty convenient. Once again, you can use Naver Map and also Kakao Map. I use both of them. with Neighborbap, you can always be guided safely and accurately to your destination, even if it's not in your language. We hope that real-time traffic updates and precise directions will help you enjoy your trip with confidence, even in unfamiliar surroundings. All right. So that's Naver Map. Now, consider getting a climate companion card or climate card, 기후 동행 card. If you're staying in the Seoul area, it gives you unlimited rides on subways and buses. And you can have it's divided to like long-term pass and short-term pass. So if you're staying for only a week or less, like the card itself costs, I think 3,000 won or 2,000 won. But then you have to top it up. Not top it up, actually. I have to look into this case. Not that difficult. So if you want to pay for a 7-day pass, you can pay 20,000 won, and then you get unlimited access to transportation in Seoul. Okay. Although for a short-term pass, it doesn't include 따릉이, which is a public bicycles that I enjoy riding in Seoul, but you can have access to subway and bus in Seoul. All right. And last but not least, if you need help while in Korea, try calling 120 Dasan Call Center. They offer assistance in multiple languages and can help with all kinds of local questions. All right. 120 Dasan Seoul Call Center by Dasan Call Foundation. Seoul's professional agency specializing in one-stop customized assistance for citizen-oriented. Even Korean residents use the service, although not many know about this service. And you can ask all kinds of questions. General information on living and tourism in Seoul, including transportation, waterworks, administration, 3-person interpretation, reservation assistance, etc. So, yeah. But once again, if there's enough demand, I'll make a separate video about these helpful tips on how to survive in Seoul or in Korea in general. All right, and if you ever have any questions while you're here or need a hand with something, feel free to leave a comment. I might not always reply right away, but I'll try my best to help where I can. Okay? Sorry, this was a pretty chaotic video. I've never done something like this in a YouTube format, even though I've used to do a lot of food blogging. But here we go. Once again, I hope you have the best experience if you come to Korea. And of course, J-Hope's Hope on the Stage final will be a wonderful experience for anyone attending. All right. Peace and love. How many days left? D2, D3, and D13 until the full reunion. Peace and love. Bye-bye.